All right, my beautiful people, welcome back. Americana here, back with another video. These charts could decide the next move for crypto, but almost nobody is talking about it. Here's what I'm watching across Bitcoin, gold, and silver, and why this week could set the tone for the rest of quarter 4 in 2025. So let's get into the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to start out here. Bitcoin is at, or currently has the tightest Bollinger Bands in history on its monthly as well as weekly charts. You can't see exactly how tight on here. I should have like the little width thing down here, but I've sent it in my Discord a few times. Pretty crazy this late in the cycle that Bollinger Bands are this tight. If you guys don't know, when these things get closer together, it simply means that there is a volatile move expected. It doesn't let you know which direction. So technically right now we could, just as much as we could get a volatile move up, we could get some sort of volatile move down. We have our biases, we're leaning certain directions, overall bullish, but really truly, if we're being honest, it simply means that there is a volatile move coming in Bitcoin. And the fact that it's the tightest that it's been in history suggests that it's massively volatile. Pray, crypto gods, make it to the upside. We have our confluences. It's going to be volatile. There's no other way around it. Bollinger Bands are, especially on a higher time frame like monthly, as you can see in here, every time we've gotten a squeeze on these Bollinger Bands, we've had some sort of move, typically coinciding with a move up, but from a technical perspective, it can mean that they actually are heading down, which is not what we would want to see. It's not what we're thinking we're going to see, but I will always be truthful with you guys and frame it up, and technically is a possibility. But again, volatility expected, hoping it's to the upside. Let's see what we get from Bitcoin. All right, next up is gold, and we talk about this a lot. We talk about this almost every video this week. We talk about this dynamic specifically across 2 or 3 videos this week, but we have gold up top. In the candles, we have global M2 money supply in purple, and we have Bitcoin in blue down here. As you can see, M2 money supply has been on the rise, while gold has been on the rise, and Bitcoin has been stuck in this range, kind of in here, right? We've been left on this move. We've been absolutely left on this move. So what does that tell me? That gold has been sucking up a lot of the excess liquidity in the system. What else does it tell me? We are going to need some sort of pullback in gold to likely get the breakout that we want to see in crypto. This weekend, we're up a little bit. Bitcoin actually made new all-time highs last night. So is that giving us some kind of insight to how this week will shape out? We don't know yet. Everything in this video is simply charts that I am watching for this week, that I am caring about, and that I will be focusing on. So hopefully you guys can do the same thing. We can be watching this stuff together, and stay safe out there, and know if we do get some sort of pullback that, hey, it's likely going to coincide with some sort of catch up from the crypto market. But same dynamic again that we've been watching, whether we're talking about Bitcoin priced in gold and Bitcoin having to outperform gold, or the fact that it's very clear that M2 or all the extra liquidity from M2 has been soaked up by gold in the current moment. This chart is definitely one that we need to watch for. As soon as gold cools off, that liquidity is coming straight back into crypto. Just you wait and see. Silver, this one is a bit of a this one's tough. Silver has its own video this week as well. But as you can see, Bitcoin was only created really not 2010, it's like 2000 or 2011. This is just a Bitstamp chart, but Bitcoin was really only created like back in here for silver. So no clean breakouts from silver while Bitcoin has been around, or while crypto has been around. And we are also, again, looking at a 45-year cup and handle on silver. So does this not get a breakout? Does this reject from here and go to zero and crypto just pumps to infinity? Not likely. But at the same time, just like we mentioned on, and again, I talk about this in the silver video that comes out this week, just like we talked about, Ethereum reaching 4-year highs, Total 2 reaching 4-year highs, Bitcoin versus gold reaching 4-year highs. We can always expect some sort of chop before getting a breakout, right? Again, go watch the silver video because I dive into this concept a lot more than just drawing a squiggle and telling you we're expecting chop. But for the sake of this video and the fact that this is just charts that I'm watching this week, we'll leave it at that, right? I really would love to see some sort of fight come out on this silver breakout, give some consolidation sideways. Would definitely coincide with gold kind of, gold kind of giving some sort of pullback in here. Maybe it continues higher, but again, that is a good moment for crypto to have some sort of catch up and actually realize some of that liquidity that has been driving gold over the last few month and a half. So silver, definitely watch out. If we do get a breakout, and I mentioned this in the silver only video, I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell this means for crypto. Okay. But what I can say is that if silver's breaking out, it's likely gold is pushing higher. It's likely M2 is still pushing higher. And it's likely that gold is soaking up a lot of the liquidity. So maybe we have some more BS chop on crypto before we can actually continue higher, right? Again, stuff I am watching this week very, very, very closely. Dynamics I'm watching. Bitcoin is up. I don't believe we're above new all-time highs now. And the daily candle actually really looks kind of dog shit now. But again, those monthly Bollinger Bands as tight as they could possibly be, as tight as they've been in history. So volatility, whether it's upside or downside, again, we don't know yet, is to be expected. So let's see what we get from gold. Let's see if we can get some catch up. Let's see if we can get silver to reject a little bit. Even if, see, I don't have it on this chart, but even if this little wick high right here has to come in as like the final barrier, right around $50, that would be so good for us to see as well. But silver moves pretty slow, right? 45-year cup and handle, it consolidating in here for 2 or 3 months, allowing crypto to go on and do its thing before, before maybe crypto rolls over as silver breaks out. Definitely could be in play. Not something we need to freak out about just yet, but freak out watch definitely live this week. We do not want to see this thing go parabolic, in my opinion. Again, covered in the silver video, but I don't think it would be good for crypto. Back on a little bit of gold here, another chart that I am watching very closely this week, but Bitcoin versus gold. As you can see here, if I go up, let's just do this. Let's just throw some altcoins. We'll just do, actually Doge has been around a while. Let's do Doge. Good indicator of performance in the altcoin market. Only going to go crazy when altcoins go crazy. But let's see what's happened to Doge when Bitcoin versus gold ratio has broken out. What do you know? Confirmed breakout right here. Okay, was good for Doge. Right, obviously went on to go on a parabolic rise. And then again in here, confirmed breakout on Bitcoin versus gold. Doge goes on its parabolic rise. Okay, so definitely a dynamic we need to see show up here is Bitcoin breaking out against gold. Go back to the video last week and watch that if you want some more in-depth analysis on it. This video is simply me telling you, hey, watch out for it this week, especially with silver at all-time highs. Again, if we do get some sort of chop coinciding with some sort of chop in gold, then we could expect to actually get some sort of push higher on Bitcoin versus gold, especially if, again, we get some sort of move up in Bitcoin's price. So a lot of dynamics to watch this week. I'm actually super, super excited. When it comes to like videos and conclusions drawn in the videos, there's not a lot this week. I am laying out what's going to happen if we see certain things, like if we see silver pullback, if we see gold pullback, if we see silver take off, gold take off, things like that. So I'm outlining it. I'm not just giving you no analysis and say, hey, watch this chart. But again, the week hasn't started yet. We don't know what's going to play out this week. So giving you both scenarios. If it plays out this way, expect this. If it plays out this way, expect this. But again, if we do happen to get some pullback in gold and silver, we could expect this thing to maybe finally go get the push that we've been wanting this cycle. that again we showed on here has historically been bullish for crypto as well as your altcoins. Market gets fun when Bitcoin outperforms gold. Okay, remember that. All right, so I think we are going to wrap that up here. Actually, one of my favorite videos I've made, kind of a style of video that I think could be beneficial at times. I pre-record these for now, at least on Sunday, kind of as like a weekly outlook. So I'm sorry, I apologize. I can't give you guys, you know, updated information as it happens. But I do kind of like this style, at least for how I have to record it now. Of like, hey, this is what I'm looking at this week. If this happens, expect this. If this happens, expect this. Obviously, in other videos, we do draw conclusions on things because we have verified data on it. We've had Russell 2000 confirmed breakouts. We've had dynamics show up that are confirmed already, and we discuss those as if they have been confirmed on what we expect. But when it comes to what's happening with metals right now, especially with silver where it's at, gold kind of in no man's land, not quite at the 3.618, Bitcoin having not confirmed breakouts just yet, we are kind of in a holding pattern. But I do want you guys to be prepared and not get this information a week after it's already happened. And I'm like, hey, silver pulled back and obviously crypto did good, or gold pulled back and crypto outperformed. That's good, right? We know it's good because all of our bags are up. How does that actually help you guys as the week plays out and things like that? So a little bit of a different video. There's another one coming out similar to this, what I'm expecting, what I'm watching when it comes to altcoins. I'm going to try to drop these at the beginning of the week so you guys can watch it throughout the week. Same charts I'm watching, same things I'm looking at. But yeah, let me know your feedback on this kind of style of video, what I'm looking at this week, giving you the outline of if this happens, then expect this, vice versa. But yeah, we'll wrap it up here. If you guys have questions, feedback, let me know. Appreciate the support as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.